lie some more. Yeah, that's my problem with Sarah. I always focus on the negative. I'm not in McKeesport. I'm smack dab in the middle of the projects. Thank you for everybody who keeps telling me I look great. I know I don't look great. But if any of you want to go search through my Facebook, which is Lisa Lee, Leigh, or my Instagram, I didn't used to look like this. And when Big Cole died, I just didn't care anymore. I didn't. I don't. I didn't care. I don't care anymore. You know, Cole died, and 2, 3 days later, I went into a hospital pretending to be a doctor to get anti-anxiety medication because I didn't care. I didn't care. And honestly, I'm lucky I got out of that because, yeah, that was really, really bad. I don't work, but I'm looking for a job. See, my thing is I don't have any transportation. And my dad will help me. But if he has to take Ronnie somewhere, if he has to take my daughter Nicole somewhere to work, my mom, I get pushed to the end of the line. Thank you for your service. I haven't performed. I'm not in the military or anything. Yeah, you haven't seen me on in a month. Because I just thought, why get on? Everybody hates me. They're just using me for content to blow their channels up. I've looked into work from home jobs. I can't seem to find one that is like legit. Thank you, Carrie. Self pity and gaslighting. Well, Lee, I'm sorry. I'm just honestly telling you guys the truth. You know, like I said, I'm not asking for money. And a lot of the money that you guys sent me didn't go towards drugs. Some of it did, to be truly transparent. You know, some of it did, if I was out of my anti-anxiety meds, you know. But the way it was being portrayed online, like, I sell everything, I, you know what, up. I CRACK. It's just not, it's not true. And then when I come on and say it's not true, you guys don't believe me because I've lied so much, which I don't fault you. What's going on? I'm just saying hi to you guys. You know how it goes. You're a mom. It's Amber. Can you what's the word I'm looking for? Expand on that so I can answer you. It's very hard to gain back trust. Thank you. Any prayers? It it was hilarious with the battles. It was. I don't know why he wouldn't drop. Clean now. I still take my Klonopin and I still take my methadone, but I'm coming down. I'm tapering. So, I made a promise to myself to get in the shower every day. A lot of stuff. Yeah, it's a start. When that lady got out of the car at the clinic and yelled at my dad, and then you know had me come over to her car, it really made me think somebody's gonna get hurt. Wait, what did that just say about keep your head up? You have to pull yourself out of the depression. I've been trying. Big Cool's birthday was February 20th. He would have been 39. I don't know when the depression will end. Yeah, counseling. I go to counseling at the clinic. I go to groups. They don't help me. They tell me they're tired of hearing about Big Cool. Yeah, I'm on Medicaid. And like I said, not to make myself sound like the victim, but I met Stephanie, his new girlfriend that he left me for, at the clinic. Okay? I was the one who said to her, Cole's off on Saturday and Sunday, okay? It's the only days he gets to sleep in. Could you please come pick me up so he don't have to get up to take me? She said yes. So she started taking me. And I'm not sure when they started sleeping together or what happened. So, my best friend, who I loved very much for 2 years, I lost her. I lost Big Colt. Boring. I'm sorry. Is there something you want me to talk about? Well, somebody wrote boring. I'm sorry. I'm not an exciting person. Thank you for saying I'm strong for sharing my pain. Just know that I met Cole when I was 18. He died when he was 35. Okay. That whole time, I told him, you're going to die of an overdose. Like, straighten your shit up. He didn't believe he was going to. And, he left for Stephanie. He was with her 6 months. Now, mind you, 4 out of the 6 months he was in jail. He got out of jail and he was dead a week later. And my 16-year-old Cole Jr., he was a straight A student, wouldn't miss school, the best kid you'd ever meet in your life, okay? He went over Cole's mom's house, Big Cole's mom's house, okay? He's doing drugs. He's been in Western Psych numerous times. He's overdosed. He got his girlfriend pregnant at 15 years old. But everybody thinks they can do it better than me. Abby's pregnancy seems to be going really well. Yes, Michelle, I'm in Pittsburgh. I'm in Spring Hill. So not true, Deanie Day. Deanie Day, that is very much true. He doesn't call me unless he wants something. Either money, or he'll say, hey mom, did you get your medicine filled? Okay. Yeah, if you want a box, I didn't see any. What the freak? Yes, Serenity Blood Rose. I'm okay. I sit in my bed all the time and cry. Just like you go live to beg. I'm not begging, Debbie. I actually changed all my, things and set my cash app. So nobody can send me money because I don't want, I'm not coming on to beg anymore. My kids mean more to me than that. And every time I get on to beg, CYF gets called. And it's just not worth it. Even though they don't do anything, it's just not worth it. Whoever wanted to come on, can you please, it's not letting me hit it. So can you, like, take your thing back and do it again? I'm sorry. It's not letting me hit it. It's saying error. Please try again. Or can you comment again? Maybe I can invite you. Thank you, Lisa Boo. I mean, I understand there's some people on here that want to see me and Jace do better. But there's a lot of people who want to see me like go down and down and down for their entertainment. Girls, stop. Okay, Kay, I don't know if you're being funny, but if you don't like, you can, there's plenty of other pages I'd like you here, but nothing's wrong. I'm just talking about Cole's birthday on February 20th really made me upset. And, you know, whoever wanted to come on, can you, it's not withdrawal. Everything's always about drugs with me. The methadone that I've been on since I've been 18 ate my teeth away. So now every time I have something wrong, it's something to do with drugs. Why do I always refuse rehab? Honestly, Lee, you want the honest truth? Because I don't feel I need it. I don't. I'm going to have anxiety for the rest of my life, okay? The clinic can get me down off methadone without a rehab and leaving my kids, okay? What am I going for? I'm not on heroin. I'm not on crack. I'm not on... what am I going for? Okay, Kitty, I can't get the guess. Can everybody, like, what's that idea, right? Turn your ranks back on. Setting rankings. Come on. Okay, I just turned rankings back on. If you want to try to battle me, we can talk while we don't even have to battle. We can just talk and be in the two boxes. Cuz I'm not sure what the hell moderator. See, I can't add no moderators because I can't trust anybody. I mean, and as ugly as I am, and as a junkie as you guys think I am, you guys gotta admit, um, you know, people that talk about me in their lives and say my name and talk about me, they have all kind of viewers. That one lady that went to the clinic, okay? Lee, no, I'm not contacting tech. Okay, when Queen put that private phone call out, tech called me and said, "Did you get her page taken down?" I said, "No, I don't even know how to do that." So after that, I was done with her. All you do is beg. I know. But like I've said before, I will embarrass myself so my son can have food. It's just the way it is, whether you guys believe me or not. Asked, what's the word? I don't know. I don't get to talk to any of you guys. Hey, Tech. If you have my number, Tech, if you want to call or text and talk to me, but I will never talk to Queen again. CPS had our whole conversation. You don't do that to people. And the only thing that saved me was I was talking about a year ago. I understand why you guys like Tech. She's clean. She shoots it straight to the point. Okay. But why Queen? I can see right through her. At 16, you can't control your kids. What is that supposed to mean? Oh, they heard you talking about that good shit, huh? No, Jackie Brown. They actually heard me talking about if I run out of pills, I'll go to my mom and get some. A year ago. I understand nobody has mentioned Queen. I'm mentioning Queen. What's that one girl's name that she supports that's a total scammer that Aunt Karen called out? If I run out of pills for the month, I'm taking too much. Could be true. Could also be that they cut me back. What? I attempted to chat with you personally so we could chat and I help you out. I appreciate that F bombs, vet bombs, but people tell me that 800 times a day. They did cut me back for a reason. Now, this is not the truth, okay? Ready? This is not the truth. This is fiction. Okay? When you have a 21-year-old daughter and a 16-year-old son, there's no place in your house that is safe that they won't get your medication. And I know that's true because 4 years ago, I used to steal them off my parents. Have it in a safe. Well, Queen Hazy, I'm sure you guys, because of that lady upstairs, has all seen my safe I'm carrying in a lockbox. Christmas Day, I took Jace out to Big Cole's stepdad. He was picking him up for the day. And little Cole said, "Can I go to the bathroom?" Now, mind you, he's 16, okay? He ran in my house and was rummaging through it looking for Klonopin. But there's nothing I can do about it, okay? I don't have custody of him. And it breaks my heart. And when I say something to Cole's mom or stepdad, they say, "Oh, we got that under control." And I say, No, you really didn't, because he was buying drugs last night. Drugs ruin people's lives. Turn him in, Vicky. Turn him into who, sweetie? The cops, the police. Well, he's under 18. I'm afraid they're not going to do anything. I didn't have anything to begin with. I hide my pills fairly well. But you got Jace, who's the baby, who's constantly around me. Abby, little Cole, Nicole, my daughter. And he knows too much. So much deflection. I'm not trying to deflect. If somebody wants to come up here and hold me accountable, I don't know what else to talk about. This is. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Thomas.
Are we battling?
नाही काय empty ते पे मला काय झालं बा
Oh, no.
याद मग
Guys, what is happening? Why can't I get my people up here? Yeah, it's definitely a kid. Turn the ranking off. I turned it off. I turned it back on. Leave then. I mean, if you guys want me to leave, I'll get off. Jace went to sleep. I figured I'd come on and talk to you guys, you know? I don't want anything from you. I'm broke, but I don't want anything. Who said let's talk? Tech. You have my number, Tech. I don't know if it's still in my phone, honey. Send me your number. Why are you always crying? Because I'm depressed and I hate my life. Okay? I sit in my house in the projects. Okay? I hear gunshots. I hear fighting. I hear ebonics. I hear, anything I buy for my son, it breaks. Nobody helps me. Even the people online that were helping me, people came out and said I was going to sell Jace's stuff, which is not true. I don't know. It doesn't matter. No, Roro, Ebonics isn't traumatizing to me. I grew up in, I don't even know the right words to use anymore. Okay, but when you're sleeping at 2 a.m. and you get woken up to guts and just a bunch of screaming and just the lady at the front office said to me, "You are the most kind, generous, nice, well spoken person we have in this whole project." And I said, "Really? Why?" And she goes, "Well," she goes, she goes, how I'm trying to think because this was about a couple weeks ago. She said, she said, not to interfere. She said, but, did you grow up with your dad? And I said, yeah. I said, actually, my dad still comes and helps me every day. And she said, oh. And she said, to the other lady that was working in the office, she said, that I think has a big deal to do with, you know, manners and this and that. And then when we were leaving, Jay said to me, "Well, my dad's dead, so I'm going to be trash." And I said, "No, honey, because you already have the manners. They're already instilled in you, you know?" And these were black women saying this. I'm sorry. Okay, look, I apologize if I said ebonics. I don't know what the right term is. I'm Delulu. Wait, what? So ebonics equals trash? No. There's people downstairs of me, across the hall of me. They're great people. They're great people. But this was the dumbest story. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a piece of crap. I wasn't trying to be racist. I'm not racist. I speak in Ebonics too. Just from being around all the, I think she was more talking about like, please, thank you, holding the door for her, things like that. Some of the people up here act, she'll be like, "You owe $2,000 in rent." And, she'll be like, some of the people will be like, "Fuck you, bitch. You can take me to court. F you, F you, F you." Just causing a big fight, getting a baseball bat out of their car. I couldn't imagine doing anything like that. I don't know how to do it, you guys. Why did. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll change the subject. You guys just think I have it easy because, oh, I get online, I get money, and all that stuff. It's not like that. Reported. Reported for what? I'm just talking. Reported to. Guys, I can't get the child down. I don't know how to do it. Uh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You guys will, and yeah, you know, I'm a good manipulator. I use my charm and what I've learned to manipulate. if needed. If needed. I'm really not. I'm not giving myself credit. I'm just looking at my back history. Okay? I got caught calling in prescriptions 17 times and picking them up. I got 2 years probation done in one. Manipulation to the judge. But that was when Cole died and I didn't care. No, who said that? So I have always had a pill problem. No, actually, I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. How do you call in scripts? You get a doctor's DE game. Because my requests aren't working. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how to fix it. So come up to battle and we can talk. AB, stop being so harsh on yourself. I appreciate that. Lee, contact tech. I'm gonna try to contact tech. Tech hasn't contacted me. I'm not beautiful, but I will stop crying and thank you. Stop putting myself down. Well, since I was a little kid, I got put down. So it doesn't bother me, but I appreciate it. Why am I upset? Nothing. Nothing. You guys don't even know my new Cash App, my new PayPal, my new Zelle, nothing. But okay. See how you guys just hate me? You just hate me. It's in your caption. I tried to take it out. I'm sure you will tell us. Nobody said that. Kindness is free. Exactly. Nobody knows how to be kind anymore. It's in your bio. I tried to take it out. I'm sorry. I will take it out. After I'm done with this, I'm wiping this page. So, I'm sorry. This is my dad. I don't need woke up on my pony. I don't need woke up on my pony. I don't know what that means. Not once here. Okay. You're right, Brittany Sawyer. I'm a big faker. I'm not depressed. Me being dirty, my hair being oily, it's all just... I feel bad for you because you judge everybody. And you know what, Brittany? I used to do the same thing. And now look at me. I don't need a shower. I just got a shower at 3 a.m. Heather, thank you, but I don't do mods. Stop crying on live. I've tried. What's wrong? Actually, nothing's wrong right now. All my bills are paid. The only thing I owe is my back rent. You know, everything is paid. Everything's good. Maybe it's being on TikTok again. Not once here and fake cry. Why do I always change my TikTok names? I honestly don't have a good answer for that. Am I struggling with addiction? No, I'm not struggling. I get my methadone, then stay off TikTok. Well, Chocolate Starfish, I have just as much a right to be on here as you without being bullied. Stop begging. I have. You know, and there are some good people out there. But you know what's funny? All the good people out there that I've noticed are older people. And I don't mean, you know, 70-year-old grandmas. I mean people born in 80, 71. You know, I was sitting here on Sunday and I heard the Cash App sound. So I'm like, what the hell, right? So I look, and somebody sent me $20 out of the blue. And me and my dad were trying to figure out where we were going to get gas for Monday to get to the clinic. And her doing that, and I have her name because of the Cash App, but I don't know how to get in touch with her. Like, I don't know. I don't have a number. I don't have a social media. So I just wrote her back and wrote, I requested $1 and I said, thank you so much. Love, Lisa and Jace. What? Yeah, the ones that have sent you thousands of dollars. Nobody has sent me thousands of dollars, whether you believe it or not. Danielle, Jace is doing good. Scam Slam, I requested another $1 just because that was the only way to get it to go through so she could read my message. I didn't want her to send me another $1, if you get what I'm saying. And I really hope she didn't think that. Yeah, I you're right. Next time I'll pay her $1. So Michelle's a common name. So if Michelle, if you're in here, thank you. Thank you very much. Because when we have no gas, It makes my anxiety go through the roof. It makes my dad scream at me. So, wipe my mouth. I can't. I'll let Tech in if she asks to battle me. Guys, when I hit, it says error, please try again. If she puts into battle, I'll let her in and talk to her. I don't know. But I'm telling you, I know you guys like Queen. Queen, I'm done. I'm not going to sit in my house and have personal conversations recorded, played to me by CPS. Whether you guys think that's wrong or not. Stop being Queen up.
Morning.
Good morning, Tech. How are you, sweetie?
I'm just getting up and, well, I've been up for a while now, just laying here. Glad to see you're alive.
Yeah, I've actually been doing, in full transparency, you know.
Okay.
About 3 months ago when I got my Klonopin, I was driving home from the pharmacy and I looked over and my dad was recording me and I was like dozing out, you know.
When was this? Wait, when was this?
Like 3-4 months ago.
Okay, go ahead.
So then.
So Dad's recording you. You were sleeping? You were nodding?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm nodding, yeah.
Okay.
So I said to my dad about 2 months ago, I said, when I get my medicine, I said, I don't take them about 3 weeks out of the month. I said, so when I get them and I take 3, I said, it's too much for me, you know? I said, so I'm going to stop doing that because I need to be around for Jace. And, you know, I'm starting to get a little bit scared.
I'm going to stop you right now. I'm going to stop because it's early.
Okay.
And you and I have had extensive conversations. You know how I feel about the medication, and we talked about the dosage, and you were supposed to take care of that. I want to address your chat real quick. Do you mind?
No, go ahead.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, let me get back to my... Ooh, I tried. Listen, I love you. I do. I want nothing but the best for you. I want nothing but the best for a few other ones that I keep not tabs on, just whatever. But
yeah.
I see you focusing on the hate in your chat, and I was telling your chat to slow it down. Yin's guys you're pumping her out onto the FYP by engaging in the chat like you do, spamming. When they were asking you to drop that battle with that young person, you don't know how to drop a battle?
No, can you please?
Or were you just
explain
ignoring
it to
him?
me?
Or was you just ignoring
I
him?
don't know. I don't know how to do it. I swear to God.
Don't do that.
I don't.
Please don't do that. Don't do that. Now, I usually...
What?
Huh? What? Hold on.
Are you talking to me?
I'm getting up and going in my other room because I don't want to wake. Hold on. Listen, okay. I've come at you, genuine care and concern.
Oh.
I've come at you other directions. I've given you hard truth on the phone in private because some things are just not for, the public. And I've never ever would record any of our conversations because someday I want you to be able to come to me with the fucking butt honest truth. Because you know what, girl? I just lost a friend here. We just lost somebody. I've lost 5 people in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I've lost
Yeah.
5 people, and it's because they didn't
Sorry.
want to. They wanted to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, and expecting a different result. I know I haven't seen you on a live in a while. I haven't heard you asking for anything, but just
No,
because
and I'm
you
not coming back
listen,
after this.
listen, just because you come back and you've taken your break, everybody knows your cycle, Lisa. We know we don't see you for a little bit. We know you come back on, and then you start off slow, and then somebody's gonna interview you, just like, well, you know what's going on right here right now. But I've got tons of resources, and I told you in your chat, I got resources up near your spot. You told me to call you. I'm not calling you. You chased me. You don't have no reason for me to be chasing after you, unless I need something. That's what the old timers told me. Sometimes we just gotta shut up and listen. And you are incapable of doing that, because but sometimes when you're quiet, you're still not listening.
Hmm.
People can tell you're not listening. And that's
I
because
don't feel like I have a problem.
I know you
I
don't.
don't.
Okay.
I don't. Tech, I swear I don't.
Well, okay, then you don't have a problem. But what else in your life is unmanageable? What in your
Everything.
well, then there's a problem. So you do look good. Look, you look good. You look good. But now
Like
you know,
nobody.
listen, but instead of get a hold of me and us getting the shit that we talked about, the job, the
Yeah.
housing, the resources, the resume, the work stuff I could get you set up there. I got so many resources up in Pittsburgh that could make you thrive, and you could come back here being a force instead of coming on here crying. And you ain't even crying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm not yelling at you. I'm not yelling at you.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
you really hurt
frustrated.
my feelings. You really
What?
hurt my feelings that day on the phone when you said, "Did you get Queen's thing taken down?" And I said no, and you didn't seem like you believed me.
And
Her
hold on.
page,
Hold on.
you know.
I asked you a question. And feelings,
I know.
they pass. They pass. They do. But
I know, but it came out I didn't though, right? She took it down herself, right?
you know what? You know what? I ain't thought about that in a long time. She's still around, I'm sure. She just took a step back. You could keep defending yourself on that, but you know what? To me, that's wasted energy. Let's put your energy somewhere else. Put your energy somewhere else.
Well, Tech, you have kids, okay? If somebody messes with your kids, she messed with my kids.
Okay, why are we going here? You've been silent for a little while. You've been gone. When was the last time you went live?
A month and a half at least, if
And
not two.
how long she been off the app?
Queen, I don't know. I don't have TikTok on my phone anymore.
All right. Well, I mean, you're wasting your energy on it, and I get that you want to listen. If you want to go after somebody for to defend your kids, you better start fighting with yourself right now. You better go in the mirror, go look in the mirror for a little bit, and go have an argument with yourself.
But I trusted her.
I know you did. I know you did. I know, and that hurts me for you. But you sure in the hell ain't using me. You would have a conversation with me. I had a conversation with you for 2 hours off this app, and then you went and had that conversation with 3 other people, and then went live.
Like, I can't tell my dad or my mom about Abby or little Cole.
Okay,
so
listen.
I trusted her.
I know you did. I know you did. And I'm sorry. That should have never happened. And you listen, let's keep dwelling on that, or let's get into a solution. You want to get into a solution, or do you want to keep poor me, poor me, poor me? Or do you want to get into a solution? Because I've been trying to sit a solution in your fucking lap for a while now.
Okay, what
I'm
do
doing it
you
for
have in
clout.
mind, Tech?
I'm doing it for clout. I'm doing it for clout.
No, you're not doing it for clout
I mean,
at all. I've said that the whole time.
somebody, now listen, somebody's over here saying I emailed her to help her with recovery, and she emailed me back 5 times asking for money. Listen,
That's not true. Prove it.
I'm sure she.
I would never.
I'm sure she. Listen. I was working with somebody, and
I'm the big liar. I know.
No, listen. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about somebody else right now. I'm gonna share a story. Sometimes
Okay.
that's how it works.
Go ahead.
I was working with her. I can't make anybody not lie to me. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about somebody else. Their lie was not hurting me. It wasn't. Did I confront the lie? Yeah, I had to head on. It was right there in my face. And she said, okay, well, I'm gonna work on that. She was all up in people's DMs.
Pity me.
Huh?
Pity me is her trip.
Listen, slow her chat down. You want to be a part of the solution? Stop engaging in her chat. When you engage in her chat, it's going to keep her getting her to the FYP. Okay? If you keep spamming her shit, slow her chat down. Get it to one line every 5 fucking minutes. That's how you'll help that right there. But anywho, listen, a lot of people I think do lie. Everybody's going to believe anything that they say on you. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't
Right.
believe you. I know that. People be sliding in, and you do speak some truth. I hear it sometimes I hear a little bit. But I told you before, ain't you with your little breaks coming back, you thinking people are going to start believing you, or you're going to get new people that are going to believe this sad story. And I'm here to tell you it's not going to work. It's not going to work, Lisa. It's not. What's going to work is calling me after this fucking live and getting on the plan we were talking about.
Right.
Or end up with the error.
Well,
Keep doing what you're doing. And
no, I don't want to leave Jace. He needs me. But
listen,
I understand why people don't believe me. I do. And I don't blame them. But with you, when I talk to you on the phone one-on-one, I would tell you the truth because nobody else was listening. Okay? Same with Queen. You're going to record me? And dude, I sat in my dining room and CPS played. She said, this is the first time I've ever had this. They played me saying that I 3 years ago bought pills.
we listen. We know all this. Okay, we're just for today. What are you gonna do about today? Just for today. What are you gonna do about today? Saturday. I'm supposed to be in a funeral in Pittsburgh at 10 o'clock today. I'm not gonna make it, and I want to be at this funeral so bad, so bad. Everything in me wants to be at this funeral today. And then I thought, ooh, maybe I'll stop and see your crazy ass. But you're gonna have to meet me somewhere in the city or something. I don't know. I'll have to get you a fucking Uber. Don't nobody send her shit. No.
Why?
Why what?
The projects? You don't want to come up in here?
I'm not gonna meet you at your spot. It ain't that won't never
You'll
happen.
be okay.
No, that ain't happening. We'll go meet up for coffee or something.
I mean,
Meeting.
Tech, I need your help, okay? Abby is pregnant smoking crack, okay?
Oh my God, stop. First off, stop. Stop right now. Fix you, and then everything else around you will start getting fixed. We gotta fix you.
I don't
Fix
smoke
you.
crack.
Well, listen, you gotta start leading by example. You need to lead by example. What kind of example are you feeding right now? What kind of example are you feeding right now? Go look in the mirror. Go stand in the you're looking at yourself right now. So the mirror ain't no difference. You better start laughing at you better start. Oh my. Today, listen to me. It ain't. Look, I've been real nice here, and
See,
you're probably gonna block me.
I'm
again because-
crazy. I'm just
No,
crazy.
it's a life or death for me right now.
No.
I life or death right now. I snapped out on somebody yesterday, and I guess it's a thing now.
I mean, I'm crazy, obviously, because
No,
I sit there and I'm like, okay. I'm
You're
like,
sick, not
okay,
well.
my
You're sick,
methadone,
not well.
my methadone's prescribed by a doctor.
no.
My Klonopin's prescribed and monitored by a doctor. Why am I a junkie, but my sister isn't, who isn't prescribed anything? Why?
Do you take your medication as prescribed? Do you take it as prescribed?
If I answer you, will you let me finish my sentence, please?
Yeah. Do you take your medication as prescribed?
Okay. I got really addicted to
didn't
benzos,
answer my
okay?
question.
In 2000, I'm going to answer you. And a couple years ago, okay, I went to rehab for 16 days. For 16 days. It was the worst withdrawal I ever felt, okay? When I came home and Cole died and all that, I got prescribed Klonopin, okay? I swore that I would never take them to the point where I would be physically dependent on them again.
I see you down there, chat. I do. Don't get. No, I should turn the fucking gifts off. Fuck. Yeah, I'll be right back. Don't gift me. I can't shut it off while I'm live. I meant to gift it because I ain't nobody gonna tell me I'm over here gaining some shit off anything.
No,
I'm not talking.
I've said
I'm
that.
talking to my chat.
Okay.
It's not just. It ain't just about you. It's about other shit that's out there. It just, yeah. My question: are you right? Yesterday, the day before yesterday, and the start of today, taking your medication as prescribed?
Just methadone.
That's what you're taking as prescribed.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not taking the other one. You're not taking it the way you're supposed to. That's the issue. That's
But
what's
if
making everything
I
else
take
unmanageable. Now we need to look at the unmanageability. We're not disconnecting. I need roses. Just roses.
But if
Listen,
if I take 2 a day, Tech, I'm gonna be physically addicted and back where I started.
well, then why are you oh, wow. You're not going to talk a little bit off live here pretty soon. You ain't called me in a while, so maybe you should start calling and hearing some shit. I know you don't. And then you have to stop looking at that and start looking at the unmanageability of everything else. Start looking at the unmanageability. You're not. And I know you see the unmanageability.
Yeah, I don't clean good. My parents are pigs.
Okay, well we could.
I never got taught.
We could work on that. I told you we could work on a bunch of shit. We could get you a nice smile. We could build your because you've been torn down for a long time. You've been torn down for a long time, and you're still torn down. But we can help build you back up, but not on TikTok. Not on TikTok.
I'm not blaming everyone. Maybe I am.
I'm sorry, Chad. I'm not reading you because I'll lose my train of thought. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. I see Nat. Thanks for the all caps. I see that. All caps do help me. She does look good today. She does look good. She does. I love Lisa. Even, but I see a lot of me in her. I do.
Nobody understands what I've been through.
Okay, I know,
Ever.
but listen, you're not doing it on here on TikTok. Nobody's caring because they ain't seen no change in you. None whatsoever. Whatsoever. You get right back into the cycle again, and the people that have been following you for a while are going to make sure that the new people know about your cycle. Because guess what? And down, they're trying to save your life. We've all been through stuff, for sure. But
I understand.
It starts with you. It starts with you. And then everything else around you will start working out. 19 years clean. Don't ever say you'll never go back. Because I had a friend who had 17 years clean. And she went back out and she's still out there. I can't.
I had 12 years not smoking hard and
Okay, well, just for today, let's do this. Here, what's today's date?
went back out for about 2 months.
What's today's date? Today's the 24th.
See, tech is so right. We love tech, which I'm glad. I'm glad you guys like tech,
Are you ready to listen? You ready to shh and listen?
Yeah.
Okay, today's just for today. I've been reading this
Yes.
book every day for 17 years. February 24th, A New Influence. Personally, change was what was really needed. Change from self-destructive patterns of life become necessary. Wow. God doing for me what I can't do for myself. Basic text, page 15. In early life, most of us were capable of joy and wonder, of giving and receiving unconditional love. When we started using and introduced an influence into our lives that slowly drove us away from those things, the further we were pushed down the path of addiction, the further we withdrew from joy, wonder, and love. That journey was not taken overnight, but however long it took, we arrived at the doors of NA with more than just a drug problem. The influence of addiction had warped our whole pattern of living beyond recognition. The 12 steps works miracles, it's true, but not many of them have worked overnight. Our disease slowly influenced our spiritual development for the worse. Recovery introduces a new influence to our lives, a source of fellowship and spiritual strength, slowly impelling us into a new, healthy pattern of living.
I am.
Stop reading chat.
Sorry.
Turn your chat off.
Well, they said I'm not even listening. I'm listening.
Okay, I don't look at the chat. Ignore them.
Okay, sorry.
This change, of course, doesn't just happen. I have zero expectations with you. But if we cooperate with the new influence NA has brought to our lives over time, we will experience the personal change we call recovery. The 12 steps provide us with a program for the kind of cooperation required to restore joy, wonder, love back to our lives. Just for today, I will cooperate with the new influence of the fellowship. That's like me, people that are talking recovery, the fellowship, and a spiritual strength NA is introduced to my life. I will work the next step in my program. Amy is celebrating clean time today. She's pretty cool. She got clean in 2019. Hey, Lee, she might not be listening, but somebody
Good for her. Congratulations.
Listen, if she ain't, somebody might be. I was listening. I heard every bit of that. I don't, she ain't.
I'm listening.
Toby Daddy. Listen, girl, you know what you know what you know what you know what you're getting in that chat when you go live. Ain't nothing different. But you focus on the negative and you don't focus on the positive. And you need to get off and you need to get some resources and get some stuff done up in Pittsburgh. And I told you I can get you that. I can get you a resume. We can get you, hey, I see you. I can get your resume. We can figure out the housing situation. I can get you a solid fucking we up in Pittsburgh. I'm supposed to be going to a funeral right now. I should be getting my ass dressed to go to a funeral up in Pittsburgh, and I don't want to. I've had
Yeah,
so much
but Tech,
fuck.
Tech, the comments were pretty good until you, not saying it's you, until you got up there. Then they started bashing me and raising you up. Felt like
Listen,
they had to.
I don't need nobody to raise me up, okay? And you need the negative. You need the negative. But
Why? Why do you feel I need, like, it
because
doesn't matter.
you're not getting it because you're in the midst of it. You think that you deserve all that. You've said it. You know, there's times where you've talked to me and I don't think you've been in the right state, but I hear some truth in some things that you've said to me. You think you deserve everything of them nasty things everybody says in the chat. And I used to be there. I used to get all them nasty things said to me. You're never going to get it. You're worthless. You've always put this in front of it. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. And I felt like a piece of shit. And then I believed it. And then I went deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. I talk to you and I stick with you. And people keep saying, you're wasting your time on her. I don't, hey, whatever. Because I see some of me in you. And I see some of my friends out that are still out there in you.
Yeah, but what do I do when, you know, my counselor at the clinic, everybody around me is saying, you're doing great. Look at your
They're
urine.
lying to you. They're fucking lying to you. And they don't care. Sorry, look, if you were, look, a part of my, listen, my weed, I'm not going to sugarcoat shit because I don't want that. I know it's, for me, it's life or death, and I can't get that. Well, there she goes. Listen, we might not be, I might not be getting to her. But somebody might be getting something. And planting the seed. It's about planting the seed. It's about planting a seed. It's about planting a fucking seed. I'm so glad somebody didn't give up on me. I'm so glad somebody didn't give